So let's demystify cryptocurrency. What is it all about? Think of it as digital money existing purely in the digital realm. Unlike traditional currencies, it's not controlled by any government or bank. There's no central authority dictating its value or controlling its flow. Instead, it's decentralized. This means it operates across a network of computers distributed globally. The magic and the security behind it is the blockchain. It's the foundation upon which cryptocurrencies are built. The blockchain is a public digital ledger that everyone can see, providing transparency and accountability. Every transaction is recorded, and while everyone can view these records, no single entity can secretly change or manipulate them. It all started with Bitcoin in 2009, created by a mysterious figure or group known as Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin's innovation was letting people send value directly to each other, anywhere in the world, without needing an intermediary like a bank. This peer-to-peer system revolutionized how we think about transferring funds. Since then, the crypto landscape has exploded. Thousands of cryptocurrencies, often called altcoins, have emerged, each trying to improve upon Bitcoin's original design or solve different problems. Each altcoin comes with unique features, functionalities, and underlying technologies. Some aim to be faster or cheaper than Bitcoin, offering quicker transaction times and lower fees. Others power things like smart contracts, digital agreements written in code that execute automatically when certain conditions are met. This opens up a world of possibilities for decentralized applications. So, why should you care about all of this? Crypto is seen by many as the future of money, a potential replacement for traditional financial systems, and a new way to invest and grow your wealth. However, it's crucial to remember that it's also risky and volatile. The value of cryptocurrencies can fluctuate wildly, and it's not uncommon to see significant price swings in short periods. Understanding the basics helps you navigate this complex and rapidly evolving world, allowing you to make informed decisions. Whether you want to invest, build applications, or just keep up with the conversation, a foundational understanding is key. The core tech, blockchain, is like a digital notebook shared globally, accessible to anyone with an internet connection. Every transaction is a new block added to the chain, and each block is secured by cryptography, making it incredibly difficult to alter or reverse. Because the ledger is distributed everywhere across countless computers, it's incredibly tough to cheat or tamper with the records. This distributed nature enhances its security. This inherent transparency and security are what give crypto its appeal, fostering trust in a digital system without relying on traditional institutions. It's a powerful idea, but still in its early days. Think of the internet in the 1990s. We're only beginning to scratch the surface of its potential. The world of crypto is fast-moving and constantly evolving, with new innovations and developments emerging all the time. So let's dive deeper into how it all works, exploring the mechanics and technologies that underpin this fascinating world. Among thousands of cryptocurrencies, Pi Network stands out for its unique approach. Launched in 2019 by Stanford grads, Pi aims to make crypto accessible to everyone. No expensive computers needed. You mine Pi on your smartphone by tapping a button daily, making it easy for anyone to join. Right now, Pi is in an enclosed mainnet phase. Its blockchain is live, but you can't trade Pi on exchanges yet. The focus is on building a community, developing apps, and verifying users through KYC. Over 55 million users have joined, betting that a large active community will give Pi value when it launches. Critics point out that Pi currently has no real-world value. You're collecting points, hoping they'll be worth something. The project is playing the long game, building an ecosystem before opening to the wider crypto market. Whether this strategy pays off is the big question for Pi's future. Let's talk about the giants, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin, created by Satoshi Nakamoto, is the original cryptocurrency, a digital gold with a capped supply of 21 million coins. Its main use is storing and transferring value securely, and its network is the most secure in crypto. Bitcoin's scarcity and security attract investors as a hedge against inflation. Ethereum, launched in 2015 by Vitalik Buterin, is more than a currency. It's a decentralized platform for building applications. Ethereum introduced smart contracts, enabling developers to create decentralized apps, dApps, for finance, gaming, and more. It's the foundation for DeFi, decentralized finance, and NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Ethereum's programmability and active developer community make it the second largest crypto. Both coins are widely recognized, traded, and have established market value. Bitcoin is the bedrock, Ethereum is the engine for innovation. Their success has shaped the entire crypto landscape. Now let's see how Pi compares. So, how does Pi mining work? Unlike Bitcoin's energy-hungry mining, Pi uses the Stellar Consensus Protocol, no heavy computations, no battery drain. You join by adding trusted people to your security circle, creating a global trust graph. The network uses this graph to validate transactions, relying on reputation instead of raw computing power. Your role? Open the app daily and tap a button to prove you're real. This helps keep bots out. In return, you earn Pi at a set rate, which decreases as more users join. The actual blockchain work happens on distributed computer nodes, not your phone. Your phone is just the interface to participate and claim rewards. This system makes crypto mining accessible to millions. No technical skills required. It's a clever way to build a massive, engaged community. That's the heart of Pi's approach. Now let's compare Pi's lightweight mining to the heavy machinery of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin uses proof-of-work, powerful computers compete to solve puzzles consuming huge amounts of energy. This process secures the network but is costly and environmentally taxing, out of reach for most people. Ethereum started with proof-of-work but recently switched to proof-of-stake with the merge. Now, validators stake ETH as collateral and the network randomly selects them to create new blocks. This uses 99.9% less energy and lowers the barrier to entry, though you still need a significant amount of ETH to participate. Proof of stake achieves security without the energy waste. Pi's model is even more accessible, no expensive hardware, just your phone. Each system has trade-offs between security, accessibility, and energy use. The evolution of these models shapes who can participate in crypto. Let's see where they overlap. Despite their differences, Pi, Bitcoin, and Ethereum share core principles. All are decentralized digital currencies running on blockchains, public ledgers that anyone can verify. Their goal? Let people exchange value directly without banks or middlemen. This could lower fees, speed up transactions, and bring financial services to the unbanked. Security is built on cryptography. Your coins are protected by private keys only you control. Adoption is the big challenge. A currency's value depends on people using and believing in it. Bitcoin and Ethereum have built trust over years. Pi is just starting that journey. Success depends on convincing enough people to join and use the network. So, what exactly sets Pi apart from the myriad of other cryptocurrencies vying for attention in the digital landscape? What makes it unique in its approach and potential impact? One of the key differentiators is accessibility. Pi is designed to be accessible to anyone with a smartphone, regardless of their technical expertise or financial background. It's incredibly simple to get started. All you need to do is download the app and tap a button daily to contribute to the network. This ease of use is a core principle of the Pi network. Compare this to Bitcoin and Ethereum, which often require more complex processes and a deeper understanding of blockchain technology. To acquire and manage Bitcoin or Ethereum, you typically need to navigate exchanges, undergo ID checks, and ensure secure storage of your digital assets. This can be a significant barrier to entry for many. Another crucial difference lies in the development stage. Bitcoin and Ethereum are fully launched, mature cryptocurrencies with established market values and widespread adoption. In contrast, Pi is still in a closed phase of development, operating within a controlled environment. As such, it currently has no official price or tradable value on the open market. The underlying technology also differs significantly. Bitcoin relies on a proof-of-work consensus mechanism, which requires substantial computational power. Ethereum, while initially using proof-of-work, is transitioning to a proof-of-stake system, which relies on users staking their existing coins to validate transactions. Pi, on the other hand, utilizes the Stellar Consensus Protocol, enhanced with the concept of security circles, creating a trust-based validation system. This unique approach allows Pi's system to be optimized for mobile devices and built upon a foundation of community trust rather than relying solely on computational or financial power. In terms of governance, Pi's core team currently exercises more control over the network's development and direction compared to the more decentralized communities governing Bitcoin and Ethereum. When it comes to distribution, Bitcoin and Ethereum primarily rewarded early miners and investors who were involved in the initial stages of their respective networks. Pi takes a different approach, distributing its currency for free to anyone who actively participates in the network, regardless of their initial investment or technical expertise. Pi's core philosophy centers around wide and fair distribution, aiming to create a more inclusive and equitable digital currency ecosystem. This approach is designed to foster a large and engaged user base right from the outset, laying the groundwork for potential future adoption. Ultimately, Pi is not just a technical endeavor, it's also a social experiment, exploring the dynamics of community-driven currency and the potential for mass adoption. The underlying hope is that widespread adoption and active participation will ultimately imbue Pi with real-world value once it transitions to an open and decentralized network. However, it's important to acknowledge that, for the time being, Pi's worth remains purely speculative, contingent on its future development and adoption. And that, in a nutshell, is the Pi difference. A unique blend of accessibility, community focus, and a long-term vision for a more inclusive digital economy. So, you've got your coins, that's great. But what can you actually with them? What possibilities do they unlock? Well, if you're holding Bitcoin or Ethereum, you're in luck. These are the big players, and they're relatively easy to trade on major exchanges around the world. On these exchanges, you can swap your crypto holdings for traditional cash like US dollars or euros, or you can trade them for other cryptocurrencies, diversifying your digital portfolio. Beyond trading, many businesses are now starting to accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptos as a legitimate form of payment for goods and services. Furthermore, you can put your coins to work in the world of DeFi, or decentralized finance. Use them in DeFi apps to earn interest by lending them out, or borrow other assets by using your crypto as collateral. Ethereum's ETH has a special role. It's also used as gas to power smart contracts and decentralized applications, or dApps, on the Ethereum blockchain. The possibilities extend to the exciting world of NFTs, where you can buy digital art, collect unique items, and support your favorite creators. You can also dive into crypto gaming, where blockchain technology adds new dimensions to gameplay. And if you're passionate about shaping the future of the internet, you can join decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, and participate in the governance of these innovative communities. Now let's talk about Pi. Pi is a bit different. It's still in its enclosed mainnet phase, meaning it's operating within a limited environment. Because of this, you can't trade Pi on major cryptocurrency exchanges just yet. It's not officially listed or supported. Be extremely cautious of any platform or individual offering to buy or sell Pi outside of the official Pi network channels. These are very likely scams. For the time being, the primary way to use Pi is within its own ecosystem, which is a closed and controlled environment. Within this ecosystem, you can engage in trading with other users, exchanging Pi for goods or services in a peer-to-peer fashion, similar to a barter system. It's important to remember that these trades are unofficial and experimental, and they carry inherent risks. The entire Pi community is eagerly awaiting the launch of the Open Mainnet, which represents a significant milestone for the project. It's with the Open Mainnet that Pi could potentially be listed on major cryptocurrency exchanges, opening it up to a wider market and potentially allowing it to gain real, tangible value. But until that day arrives, Pi's use remains limited to its internal ecosystem, and its value is largely speculative. Let's talk risks. Bitcoin and Ethereum are volatile. Prices can swing wildly, and you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. There's also regulatory risk. New laws could impact prices or how you use crypto. Security is crucial. Lose your private keys, and your funds are gone for good. The rewards? Potentially high returns and a chance to be part of a financial revolution. Pi's risks are different. The project might never launch fully, or the coins could end up worthless. You're investing time and data, not money, but there's no guarantee of future value. Pi is still controlled by its core team, so its fate depends on their decisions. The upside? If Pi succeeds, your free coins could become valuable. It's a high-risk, high-reward bet, like a lottery ticket that costs only your patience. Always do your research and know what you're getting into.